Sexual intercourse with menstruating women is prohibited. Imam Ahmad recorded that Anas said that the Jews used to avoid their menstruating women. They would not eat or even mingle with them in the house. The companions of the Prophet asked about this matter, and Allah revealed, وَيَسَلُّونَكَ عَنِ الْمَحِيضِ قُلْ هُوَ أَذَى فَاعْتَزِلُوا النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيضِ وَلَا تَقْرَبُوهُنَّ حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ. Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, أَصْنَعُ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ إِلَّا النِّكَاحِ. When the Jews were told about the Prophet's statement, they said, "What is the matter with this man? He would not hear of any of our practices, but would defy it." Then Usayd bin Hudayr and Abbad bin Bishr came and said, "O Messenger of Allah ﷺ, the Jews said this and that, should we have sex with our women?" The face of Allah's Messenger changed color, until the companions thought that he was angry with them. They left. Soon after, some milk was brought to Allah's Messenger as a gift, and he sent some of it for them to drink. They knew then that Allah's Messenger was not angry with them. Muslim also reported this hadith. Allah said, فَاعْتَزِلُوا النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيضِ, meaning, avoid the sexual organ. The Prophet said, أَصْنَعُ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ إِلَّا النِّكَاحِ. This is why most of the scholars said that it is allowed to fondle the wife, except for having sexual intercourse. Abu Dawud reported that Ikrimah related to one of the Prophet's wives that she said that whenever the Prophet wanted to fondle during her menses, he would cover her sexual organ with something. Abu Ja'far bin Jarir related that Masruq went to Aisha and greeted her, and Aisha greeted him in return. Masruq said, "I wish to ask you about a matter, but I am shy." She replied, "I am your mother and you are my son." He said, "What can the man enjoy of his wife when she is having her menses?" She said, "Everything except her sexual organ." This is also the opinion of Ibn Abbas, Mujahid, Al-Hasan, and Ikrimah. One is allowed to sleep next to his wife and to eat with her. Aisha said, Allah's Messenger ﷺ used to ask me to wash his hair while I was having the menses. He would lay on my lap and read the Quran while I was having the period. It is also reported in the Sahih that Aisha said, "While having the menses, I used to eat from a piece of meat and give it to the Prophet, who would eat from the same place I ate from. I used to have sips of a drink and would then give the cup to the Prophet, who would place his mouth where I placed my mouth." It is also reported in the two Sahihs that Maymuna bint al-Harith al-Hilaliyah said, whenever the Prophet wanted to fondle any of his wives during the periods, he used to ask her to wear an izar. These are the wordings collected by al-Bukhari. Similar was reported from Aisha. In addition, Imam Ahmad, Abu Dawud, At-Tirmidhi, and Ibn Majah reported that Abdullah bin Sa'd al-Ansari asked Allah's Messenger ﷺ, "What am I allowed of my wife while she is having her menses?" He said, "What is above the izar?" Hence, Allah's statement, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوهُنَّ حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ, explains his statement, فَاعْتَزِلُوا النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيضِ. Allah prohibited having sexual intercourse with the wife during menstruation, indicating that sexual intercourse is allowed otherwise. Allah's statement, فَإِذَا تَطَهَّرْنَ فَأَتُوهُنَّ مِنْ حَيْثُ أَمَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ, indicates that men should have sexual intercourse with their wives after they take a bath. The scholars agree that the woman is obliged to take a bath, or to perform tayammum with sand, if she is unable to use water, before she is allowed to have sexual intercourse with her husband, after the monthly period ends. Ibn Abbas said, حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ means from blood, and فَإِذَا تَطَهَّرْنَ means with water. This is also the Tafsir of Mujahid, Ikrimah, Al-Hasan, Muqatil bin Hayyan, and Al-Layth bin Sa'd, and others. Anal sex is prohibited. Allah said, "Min haythu amarakumullah." This refers to al-farj, as Ibn Abbas, Mujahid, and other scholars have stated. Therefore, anal sex is prohibited, as we will further emphasize afterwards, Allah willing. Abu Razin, Ikrimah, and Ad-Dahak, and others said that فَأَتُهُنَّ مِنْ حَيْثُ أَمَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ means when they are pure, and not during the menses.